Today is the finale of the basement decluttering series. I cannot believe that this day is finally here. I have clearly not completed the task yet as I'm recording this introduction, so I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end, but I am convinced that today is the day that we are finishing and completing this basement because we have exactly 1 week until my daughter's birthday party. And so this is it. This is a Sunday. There's no more time. I have to do it today. So buckle in, stick with me. We're going to finish. We're going to finish decluttering the basement. I can't believe it. Guys, I can't believe it. Let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do over here in this section is just tidy this up, honestly. Just get it nicer looking. I'm going to put the shoes away. I'm going to throw trash away and all of that kind of thing. This, I think, is clean laundry? Dirty? I can never tell if it's clean or dirty. We're just going to set that here for now. Okay, this hat can go in the summer bin because that's where I will use it. This is a bag. I'm going to try not to stop too much to explain every single thing, but this is a bag where I kept it because it was a very nice bag, but I don't need it. I don't need it. It's a bag. It's a shopping bag. All right, this is my daughter's helmet. I think this can go in the closet. Okay, these are some boots that I don't think we need right this minute. I'm going to see if there's room in the closet where I would look for these first. There was room in the closet where I would look for them first, so that's where they went. All right. This hat. Now, I do have one problem that I'm not sure how to solve. That would be my son's shoes. All of his various shoes, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's not worry about it now. This I can put somewhere. All right, we are getting closer here. Let's actually see if there are any shoes that I don't want or need any longer. All right, just put this in my pocket for now. All right, somehow all of these blankets and the laundry did not make it into the giant laundry bins. So we are putting them in the giant laundry bins. Okay, more garbage. Let's find more garbage. All right, I am slightly confused, but I'm also challenged with geometry and things. And so my husband said that he bought these bins to go under this table here to store the linens. Let's see if they fit. I'm sure he measured. I would never have measured, but let's see. Oh, yes, but probably not with the lid on. Let's see. Oh, they do fit. Okay, brilliant. I'm sure he did measure. What a nice man. He's so smart. Okay, so here's the plan. I need to transfer the bedding to where it belongs, where it is going to go. Now, I have a problem. I'm going to talk to you for a minute. Here's a problem. So I have a bunch of linens waiting to be washed. And they are going to need to go in a bin because I have 2 sets of bedding for my our master bedroom bed or primary bedroom bed, whatever. So we have that. Then we have holiday sheets. And then we have like just some random blankets and stuff. So, and I have sheets that go on the new sleeper sofa. So a lot of people suggested in a prior video that I try to bring the sheets that belong in different people's rooms, like just take all of the bedding that belongs in each person's room to that space and or to the linen closet. There's not a lot of extra space in the linen closet. Like I could put some extra blankets in the linen closet, but I think I can fit maybe 2 of these yellow bins under there. So let's see how far we get. I think this is, I mean, I know all of this is my daughter's. I already have a bin in her closet that has all of her extra bedding, like a holiday duvet cover. So I'm going to take this up there right now and put it away. Okay, so that worked out fine, but now I have another project for myself. In my living room declutter video that I did recently, I realized that I kept too many throw pillows. We have too many, but I recognized that I wanted to keep some of them. And these are the 2 covers. Well, I had 3 covers that were not destroyed, okay? But one of the 4 was destroyed by the dogs, like a corner had been eaten. But this is fine. And so I'm going to I washed all the covers. They hadn't ever been washed. So I washed them. And I'm going to keep them down here on the pull-out sofa. I hope they match okay. They're fine. It's fine. It's eclectic, guys. I'm a boho eclectic type of gal. Okay. So we're going to put these over on the sofa. All right. Are these terribly mismatched? The blue and pink? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I like it. I think that looks nice, right? It's very cozy. I love it. Okay. Fantastic. Why am I already getting out of breath? Okay, I know so many of you are lovely and you support me no matter what my crazy brain wants to do. But some of you get really frustrated when I like bounce around to different activities before finishing any of them. So just fair warning, trigger warning, I'm about to really upset some of you, but I'm going to deal with this area now because this area feels a lot easier to deal with and complete. And it'll make me feel good. And it'll be done. And then I can move on to that because that's going to be, it just looks harder. So let's do this. I have a summer bin right now. This is all of the like beach toys and things. Extra sunscreen, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put it in here. Got goggles, all that, okay? I have a swimmy thing. This is just extra. Well, whatever. So I bought this to help my daughter learn how to swim. And we tried to use it at a pool because my dad was just in town. We tried to use it at a pool at his hotel. And he or she, my dad was not involved in this, but my daughter was not into it. She refused to use it. It's supposed to be better for little kids to learn how to swim because it like holds them in a proper swim position instead of like this, you know? But anyway, she wanted nothing to do with it. But the summer is young and we are going to go to the lake and other swimming opportunities a lot, hopefully, this summer. And so I feel like I'm going to desensitize her and get her used to it. This is the bag that I took with us. So we have some snacks and stuff, which means I'm going to have to take it upstairs. I'll be right back. Okay, now the real question is, will this... No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But would it fit if I put the stuff inside? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Oh, you know what? Here we go. This stuff's final destination is going to be the garage. At least for now, at least like while we're getting ready for the party. So will it fit if I put this in here and then everything else around it, maybe, baby. Is that even what I want? Do I want to have to go in the garage every time I get summer stuff? Not really. Where else can this go? All right, new plan. Plan B. I know this is less decluttering and more like organizing, but I want to try and make it easy on myself, right? So like if I were going to the beach, I just saw a Clutterbug video. Guys, I know almost all of you are like, you need to watch Clutterbug. I watched a Clutterbug video. I'm aware of Clutterbug. I think she's awesome, but she's just not the kind of, it's not the kind of video that like I sit and watch in my free time, like for funsies. Anyway, but I watched a Clutterbug video and she was saying that each of her kids and family members has like a summer go bag with all their stuff. So like if they're going to a friend's house or they're going to the pool or something, they just like grab the bag. So I think that's what I want to do here. Like if I was going to go to the beach, what would I bring? I would bring sunscreen and goggles and toys. Maybe not these goggles though. These are all scratched up. So garbage. But maybe these goggles. And I would bring this. And I might bring my floppy hat. And I would bring these sand toys. Which then leads me to wonder, what the hell do I need all this other stuff for? If these are the things that I would grab, do I really want to be lugging this around? Probably not, because my kid doesn't need 15 pairs of goggles and this bucket. We don't need all of that. Okay, so here, okay, all right, hold on. So we want to keep this. We need to keep that. More goggles. So I'll donate the bucket. Actually, this will be a great donation container. So there's that. Whew. Okay, great. All right, so we'll keep this in here. But like this stuff I can get rid of and then that I can donate. Okay, so we have decluttered. We are decluttering. Great, good job. So this I'm comfortable storing in the garage. That's fine. But this is like stuff I actually would take with us to the beach if we were going to the beach. So I'm gonna put this in the closet over here. I'll show you. So I have room to put it in here. So now whenever I wanna go, I know that all the stuff I would need, including sunscreen, including beach toys, sand toys, goggles, floaties, like it's all right here. So, all right. And then this is the floaty that my daughter like wants to use. So I might still keep it in case she never does like warm up to the new one. All right. I know, by the way, I've seen all the Instagram reels of why these like puddle jumper floaties are not a good idea for kids, why it doesn't teach them how to float properly, how to swim properly. It gives them a false sense of security. If they ever find themselves like next to a pool on their own without an adult, they might think that it's okay to just like walk in themselves and swim, and then bad things can happen. I do understand that. That is why I bought the new floaty device that is designed to put your kid in the proper swimming position. I do understand it. But my child is probably the most stubborn child I've ever met, like in a good way. She knows what she wants. But that being said, sometimes you just want to go to the lake and like have a nice day, right? So anyway, that is that. Now, moving on. This, some nail files. I literally have never used a nail file in my life, so I'm going to throw them away. All right, let's see if we can consolidate this situation. In a perfect world, I would have already decluttered my pantry upstairs and my refrigerator. That is later this week. I'm going to have to do that because we're going to need room for like the party food. But for right now, let's consolidate chips. See, a donation box. Boom. I feel like these were a fantasy purchase, these veggie sticks. My kid used to like them, but she doesn't anymore. I don't really eat them either, so I think these can go to a food pantry maybe? I know there's a food pantry actually right where my daughter goes to preschool, so I will put this aside. I don't think it's expired. But let's double check. Oh. They are expired. They expired last month. So actually the food bank couldn't even accept them if I tried. So this will go in the garbage. That's a lot of veggie straws. Sorry. Okay, these are good for like a whole nother year, which is great. These are yogurt melts. I think I can take these upstairs. If my daughter won't eat them in the next like month, I'm going to get rid of them. Or oh, you know what these would be good for? I have a lot of like crunchy moms and kids coming for her birthday, like hippy dippy friends. They would love these. We're gonna put these out at her party. Got it. Perfect. Could they go under here? Maybe. Oh. Yes, they can. Perfecto. Okay, great. So all I have left really is like these chips and these like yogurt melts. Oh, but these. I'm going to keep these only because clearly no one likes this kind. This is why I hate to buy like variety packs, because there's always going to be one flavor that like nobody wants. All right, perfect. Okay, this thing, I probably should just, my husband wants me to sell it. I told him I don't want to sell it right now. I want like one more Christmas with it. But this is fantasy clutter. This is nostalgia clutter. I talked a lot about that in my living room declutter video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But yeah, I talked a lot about like nostalgia and fantasy clutter. This is like when my daughter was little. She's going to be 4 on her birthday. But when she was a smaller toddler, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. She can decorate her own little tree. It'll be so cute. But like, for the amount of play time that she actually has gotten out of it, I don't really think she's gonna, I don't know. I mean, she'll probably play with it a little bit. I'm gonna hang on to this for one more Christmas, and then I promise you, mark my words, the next time it is time to declutter, I will sell this bad boy, because these go, like, if you wait till close to Christmas time, people start getting desperate for some reason. I saw one of these go for like $150. Now, I'm not going to try and gouge somebody like that, but I mean, you know. So let's put this in a bin to go in the garage. It does not all fit. Like, the bin is not going to close. That's unfortunate. I don't think I have a bigger bin. This is like the biggest one we have. So, you know what? It is what it is. We'll do our best. I think my husband is keeping this somewhere in the garage, like all the Christmas stuff. So let's go see what is going on out there. Oh boy. What is going on out here? What appears to be going on out here is that up there in that corner is where the Christmas things are. And it doesn't seem like there's room for another bin because of car things. But then if we look over here, there's also no room. And if we look over here, there's also no room. Sure. I mean, there's kind of room if we didn't have so many goddamn bins. I told my husband, I said, don't buy a bunch of bins because I'm not done decluttering. We're not going to need so many bins. But he didn't listen to me. Maybe he has other things in here that need to go in bins. I don't know. This is his domain. I don't mess with this. So let's see. I don't want to die today. So I think what I'm going to do is I will set the bins that I want to go away in here. I'm going to set them aside for him to help me deal with, because he has some decluttering that he wants to do in here. So I'm going to deal with that way. I will put some tape on it, just like you saw when I was going through some bins with my decluttering coach, Amber. I'm going to put some tape on it and label it and say what it is, and then he can do what he does. I think I'm ready to deal with this now. I don't know if the goal is to just make this empty so we can get rid of it altogether. I don't know if we're gonna sell it or donate it or what. Put it in the garage. I'm not really sure. But everything that's left here, like this is my mom's stuff. Like, this is her stuff that belongs to her. She travels here like once every few months. And so it's easier for her to leave like her toiletries and some of her summer clothes and winter things and whatever, so that she doesn't have to pack like a huge suitcase every time she comes. So that, actually, from working with Amber last week, she said that it's a good idea to put the things, like if that corner over there is where my, like the guest stuff is, right? Like the guest whatever, like that's where the pull-out sleeper sofa is. That's where like the little space heater is that a guest might use. This is my mom's stuff. She is the guest that stays here. So what if I put this over there so that if we do need to get rid of this piece of furniture, it's over there. I don't know. Great. I'm glad that worked out. Okay. Next, space saver bags. I think my husband thought, again, that there was going to be a lot more stuff down here to put in the space saver bags, but I've already done such a great job that there really wasn't. So this, I wonder if I could even just return this, really, like to Walmart. Probably not, because I probably bought it like a long time ago. But I can check. All right. That can go in the, I don't know. These also could be used for travel. You know what I mean? These could be used for travel. I could put these in my travel spot. All right, we're gonna keep thinking about that. This is all like hosting stuff. We host once a year. This party that we're about to do is it. That is the hosting that we do. Maybe a few times a year. Sometimes we'll do other birthdays, but those are winter birthdays. And then we'll do like Thanksgiving. We'll host sometimes. Anyway, all of that to say, this cake stand I do like and we are going to use, so I'm keeping that. But these like things, these pieces of fabric, I bought them for last year to decorate at a party at my kid's school. So I probably will, darn it. Okay, fantasy self, deep into the future self. Let's really talk this through. My son has graduated from that school, okay? He's no longer going to be there. My daughter is going to stay in a daycare setting for 1 more year, okay? Because she just turned 4. So she will not be starting school until next fall, like fall of 2027. So that means that if I were, even theoretically, like if I were even asked to host some sort of party or celebration at that school, again, and use these like gauzy, linen-y kind of decorations, it would be at least 1.5 years from today. Do I want to store this in my house for 1.5 years when I could just get rid of it, and if I need something again desperately, I could buy it again? Really. Or just make do without it. Really, really, really. I think I'm going to donate these. By the way, like, just so you know, that decision was easier in my head. I'm just talking through it for you, for the benefit of like the viewer, just so you know. But I'm going to donate these in a donation box that I have now. All right. What else we got? Okay. Same idea. A bunch of votive holders, votive candle holders with little electric tea lights. Super cool. I don't need them. I don't need them right now. If I did need them again in 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years, I could buy them again. I'm going to donate them. This is a graduation banner from last year. I don't need it. It says 2025 on it. Put it in the garbage. These are my mother-in-law, my husband's mom, hand embroidered these, I believe. So we are going to keep those because she is no longer with us. And I don't think she did anything with this one. These are like for tortillas, for like a tortilla warmer. But I will put them in the linen closet upstairs in a second. Edible confetti party popper cake topper. I'm going to donate that. Silverware. Extra forks, extra knives. I really bought this set because we always seem to lose spoons. We don't really need the extra butter knives. We don't really need the extra forks. I could donate them. Because again, if we're ever in a bind and we need 20 more forks, I could buy them again. But I don't need them now. All right. Empty. Fantabulous. So here's the thing. So this I do want to keep. We are going to use it in 1 week. These we use for hosting, again, once a year, maybe. And we put like, I don't know, like the chips and the dips and the veggie trays and the fruit trays on here. Is it 100% necessary? No. But I'm not done from the minimal mom yet. Like, I'm not willing to get rid of everything yet. So this is all we have. And then this is a massive Stanley water jug. My husband won it at work, or like was gifted it during nursing home administrator week. So his company gave it to him, which was very kind, very generous. But like, we host once a year. Like, what are we doing? What is this? We're not people who host. We're not the people who have the like lemonade jug for the soccer team. And again, if we become that family one day, we can always buy another one. So I'm going to ask him if we can get rid of this. If he says yes, then we will donate it or gift it to somebody. And if he says no, then I guess we'll make a hosting bin. I mean, we need to make a hosting bin anyways for this stuff. So I guess, does it fit in here? I mean, it fits in here, but it wouldn't fit in here with the other stuff. Let's see. Hold, please. Let's see what else we got. All right. This, I feel, is maybe a little deeper, a little more substantial. It's one of the 400 bins my husband bought. So let's see. Okay. Well, okay, not all of it's going to fit in here. So either this needs to go, or it's just going to need it's just going to need its own bin. Okay, all right. Here we go. Okay, I'm actually going to use these as padding. All right. Okay. All right, so this is great. Hosting supplies. Let's put a label on this bad boy. All right, fantastic. I'm so happy. This can go in the garage. And this can go for my husband to review. The last thing that is here, well, let's put this somewhere first. This can go here. The last thing is this bin. Which is books. I think what we need to do is consider which books my daughter will actually like now, not fantasy books. Like, these are for younger children. So I'm going to donate the ones. I'm just going to donate. I'm so sorry to the people who bought these books for her, but we can't keep all of them. We just can't. They have to go. I really like this one. Moo Moo, Clickety Clack Moo, Cows That Type. That's a great book. But we're not going to do it. Behavioral Survival Guide for Kids. She probably would like this one. Jan can. She likes that because it rhymes. The Frida Kahlo is nice, but I don't really care. A Dog Named Sam. This is like for if she was going to start reading, but I don't need her to start reading anytime soon. She's not even 4. This I bought in India. Okay, this is a hard one. This is a piece of material that I purchased when I was in India 22 years ago. Okay, I bought this 22 years ago. I spent a semester studying abroad. I probably have told this story every time I've gone through this and looked at this book. But the book is terrible. I don't know why I bought it. It's not a good book. Maybe someone will like it, but not me. Make Way for Ducklings. We'll keep that. That's fine. Finding Winnie. I don't know, guys. Maybe. But again, I feel like this is like a one-day book. This is not like 4-year-old kid book. But who knows? She surprises me all the time. Charlotte's Web. My kid is 4. Clifford Takes a Trip. Gretchen Over the Beach. You know what? Okay, fine. I know you guys are screaming at me about Charlotte's Web. She actually probably could appreciate this even now. She's a very smart kiddo. And if I had the patience to read this to her out loud, she would freaking love it. All right. I'll keep it. A sticker book. These stickers are too small for her fingers. Like her fine motor skills are not here yet. I enjoy doing these sticker by number things, but this is Fantasy Self. I don't have the time for this. Okay, Cocoa and the Egg Mystery. This I bought when I was in Hawaii. I've said this before when I've gone through these books down here and a few videos ago, but if you're new, I'll tell you what the deal is. When I started traveling in college, like I've been to Jamaica, I've been to India, Mexico, Hawaii, whatever. But anyway, I would buy books whenever I would travel because it was like a way that I could remember. Like this one is from Jamaica. This book, if you really look at it, it's not a great book. And the trip to Jamaica was fine, but it was with like an ex-boyfriend. It's fine. Like everybody's in love with The Little Prince. I don't get it. I mean, I haven't read it in a long time, but I don't think I get it. So we're going to keep these. These are all donatable. But guys, I'm kind of running out of steam. All right. It's 4:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these upstairs in my daughter's room. I will deal with that when I deal with it. But because I want this finale to happen today, like I want to really for realsies be done today with the basement, at least, like there's always improvements, right? But like I want to be as done as I'm going to be for this party that's coming up. So I'm going to take these upstairs. And then I think it would go faster if I just film and like do voiceover for the rest of this, because if I keep stopping to talk to you, I'm gonna lose it. I love you a lot, but it takes a lot more time to stop and chat. So I'm gonna take this up, I'm gonna stop talking to you, and I'm gonna listen to something while I finish, and then I'll be right back with you in a second. All right, so I ended up just taking all of these up to my daughter's room, and that actually created a larger problem upstairs. I'm going to have to circle back in my daughter's room. I know I already did a video decluttering her room, but there's so many more rounds that probably could be done up there. So anyway, what I ended up doing just for the sake of the party and like having the house look decent and having her room look pretty decent for the party, in case anybody checked it out, is that I ended up just putting them all in one of the like smaller laundry baskets that I have. And that is fine. Um, Actually, life hack, if you don't mind having small little laundry baskets everywhere in your house, I have probably like 4 of them just throughout the house, and it is the best thing ever. If you are looking for ways to just like throw stuff somewhere when you don't know where to put it, that has been a great thing for us, like a very helpful thing for me. I also like having multiple little laundry baskets around because like just for laundry, even like not even just for books and random toys and stuff in the living room or the bedrooms, but I like having them extra ones for laundry because sometimes my big laundry baskets are being used, right? Like right now there's some that are down here because we're doing laundry, but before I like deal with all of the laundry that's getting cleaned, there's more laundry that keeps happening, right? Like there's still things that we take off and we have to put somewhere. So I like having a secondary little laundry basket in the bedroom. So life hack tip for you guys. um anyway, here we are dealing sort of with these storage bags, these space saver bags. I ended up taking them upstairs to the bedroom, my bedroom, but I didn't complete the whole like Dana K. White take it there now scenario. I just shoved them on top of the dresser. And then I didn't end up dealing with them until the following weekend when the actual birthday party occurred. So yeah. My husband was like, why are all of these bags just like up on top of the dresser? And I said, well, because that's where they landed. And I don't know. To be honest with you though, like when I finally did put them away in their final resting place in my closet, it only took like 5 seconds. Which really does sort of prove the value and the benefit of Dana K. White's Take It There Now method, or her principle. Like if I had just put it away that moment when I was actually dealing with it and just completed the whole task, like it would have been so much more peaceful in our bedroom for that whole week. But instead, I left it out because I thought I was saving time, I guess. I don't know what the logic was, but I just left them out on top of the dresser, and then it looked awful and super cluttered for that whole week. When in reality, like I said, it would have taken me like 5 seconds to just go ahead and put it all the way away. So I'm going to try and keep remembering that. Like just try and remind myself, complete the entire task, put it all the way away in the moment. And then I can have more visual peace more quickly, you know? But for whatever reason, my brain thinks that I'm saving time when in reality it's not. Okay, my husband came in. You can see how I felt about that conversation. Um, he came in and we had this whole talk about what to do with all the things. And he was like in favor of keeping most of the things that I was like, hey, can we get rid of this? Can we get rid of that? He's like, no, keep it, keep it, keep it. Like the Stanley water jug, these photo frames, et cetera, et cetera. So we kept it. And if you want, I'm like kind of toying with the idea of doing a membership on the channel. I did keep that footage with audio. So if you want to see the behind the scenes, let me know in the comments below if it would be worth it to you to see something like that. I don't know. Oh, I just popped that ball because it was annoying me and I didn't want it anymore. And nobody ever plays with it. So, but anyway, I don't know if it's worth putting it, like doing a whole membership just for that kind of stuff, but maybe. I am considering, I don't know that I want to do a membership on YouTube itself. I'm thinking of doing a community, like with challenges and stuff on a different platform. Like there's a platform called Stand Store. So I'm considering doing that. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Would you be interested in a membership right here on YouTube, or maybe something else? Like, I know Dawn from all the other big declutterers have like separate communities off of YouTube. And the reason for that is, well, whatever, we're not going to get into it. But like, basically, it's better to own your membership outright and not have it be attached to YouTube permanently, because if something goes wrong with YouTube, like some people have lost access to their channels, or their channels have gotten demonetized or whatever. And so for creators, it is better to have that stupid. I'm so over that that keyboard. I want to get rid of it so bad. But that was another one of the items that my husband was like, no, we should keep it. Because he has a lot of fantasies about our clutter. Like, he's like, well, I just want to have it out and about for the kids to use. Sir, like, that's not how learning music works. Like, you have to, I don't know. Anyway, that I'm throwing that away. But anyway, to close the loop on the creator thing, like, a lot of creators find it helpful to have their own separate platform for memberships and communities, because then if something goes horribly wrong with YouTube, like, you still have access to your loyal listeners and followers. So anyway, that's that. What else, guys? Yeah, so the picture frames we're keeping. They have been upstairs for quite some time. They have not yet been filled with family photos. The family photos that we have to put in them are now like 3 years old. A little outdated. So maybe it's time to like schedule a new photo shoot, an updated family photo shoot, maybe this summer or fall. I don't know. I had to take a quick break, not break, but like a work break, a detour to start some laundry, because my philosophy is always like, have your machines working for you while you are working. Because why not? Like, you might as well multitask. That winter hat, I was over it. I just threw it away. Sorry. Those winter boots are going in the closet. Happy about that. That's where I would look for them first. What else are we doing? I'm doing a lot of like, what the heck do we do here? Oh, some other things that I'm considering in the future. So I know I mentioned that I was watching a little bit of Cass from Clutterbug. I have taken the Clutterbug quiz, you guys. I maybe we'll do a whole video about that, but I feel like I'm just not quite there yet when it comes to the organization piece. I still feel like I'm making a lot of progress with the decluttering, but I feel like I'm not quite at the point where I'm ready to fully decide where everything is going to live permanently, like where all of the organization is going to happen. I was thinking. I do a lot of stopping and thinking. Thank you to my ADHD. Oh, by the way, I'm so sad. I started taking Adderall again a couple of days ago, and during the daytime, the Adderall is incredible, but when my body starts like crashing after 12 hours, because it's an extended release medication, then I start having like heart palpitations and chest pain, and I can't go to sleep. So I had to send a message to my psychiatrist and be like, hey, friend, like, is there a different medicine that might help my brain without completely destroying me at nighttime when the meds start wearing off? Like, what else we got? Because the Adderall, great during the day, super helpful for focus and energy, super great for appetite suppression, but not so good when I feel like I'm dying every night and can't fall asleep. So that's sad, because I want my brain to be better so bad. Like, I hate getting distracted all the time. I hate going on like side quest after side quest and not being able to prioritize appropriately in my life. But
I also like to be able to go to sleep without having a panic attack every night. So some people have said Vyvanse is like the golden med for ADHD. So anyway, we'll see what the psychiatrist says. Oh, so here it is. I'm trying to get rid of this keyboard. And my husband noticed because he was coming back and forth, like doing stuff in the garage and in the yard. And he was like, girl, no, please, let me help you. So he helped me take it apart. And I don't know if he did end up getting rid of it, but we did end up taking it out. By the end of this video, it is still in here. Oh, and look, his theory worked. My kid did go and try to play with it, but anyway, by the end of this video, he didn't. It's not gone, but he did eventually. After I finished filming, he did take it in the garage, and then I don't know where exactly it ended up, but I don't really care where it ended up. It's just not here. Not here. Look at how much better it's already looking, you guys. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. By the way, this is my son's satchel, like a little bag that he has. I was just putting all of his toiletries and stuff in here so I could take it upstairs for him. By the way, the little hutch, like the entryway hutch for the shoes and everything and the coats, I know that it still looks pretty awful. Like I could go ahead and do another round and like to actually address all of the stuff on the top shelves. But let's not get greedy, guys. Like I feel like I've made a lot of progress, and that part was just like a bridge too far. I just did not have the energy for it. And it still looks like that to this day. In real time, I'm probably about like 2 weeks behind, or a week or so behind with my filming. Like, yeah, like in real time, because like the birthday party has already happened. So anyways, what you're seeing was 2 weeks ago, and all of that stuff is still up there. But that's okay. It looks way better. As many of the other decluttering gurus say, progress is still progress, right? Like good is good. We don't need it to be perfect. And I'm so excited to show you the very end result because as I was looking at the footage that you're about to see, and when like the very introduction that you saw where I showed footage from like 2024, 2025, January 2026. I'm getting rid of so many bins, you guys. I'm getting rid of so many bins. It's so amazing that there are so few bins left in here. But when I was looking at all of that old footage, it really didn't even feel like the same space. Like, look at this. I literally cannot believe that that is how we were living. Like that was my reality a mere 6 months ago. That is so disturbing. That was just like that we just like normalized that. Like, oh well, like that's just how it is. Sorry. I can't, like, I don't even want to say it's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. It's just sad, I guess, that I was just like, meh, I guess this is just how it is. Yeah, that is wild to me that that's what it was like, and that this was just such a huge dumping ground. But I'm so happy that I continued to persevere. I'm so happy that I kept making baby steps. But the thing I am the most happy about and the proudest of is that I actually finally gave Dana K. White's method a try, because I think even though I didn't use it today, right, in this particular final, I didn't use all of her principles in this final go here today. I am so freaking proud that I tried it, right? Because I think that was the catalyst for being able to make as much progress as I did. Once I saw that I could do it, that I could actually make like super duper meaningful progress using Dana K. White's method when I was overwhelmed, when I didn't know where to start, it just like opened up the floodgates and helped me to feel like I could do it. I really could do it. And then once I got going, I was able to just use other people for inspiration too, like Dawn from the Minimal Mom, or like Marissa from A to Zen Life, or Cass from Clutterbug, like whatever. But just to be able to have that vision that I don't need all this crap. I just don't need it. And now this is a place like before I started this final round, you can see in like the first coaching session I did with Amber, who was my decluttering coach. I didn't even believe that it would be possible to spend time down here. So that wasn't even my goal originally. Like my goal was not to spend time down here. But now, guys, now it is my goal. Like this is a nice place to come and sit. This is a nice place to do my exercise. I come down here and sit on that sofa bed, or on just the sofa. I come down here on a regular basis. Like in the mornings, I will do some of my like paperwork and documentation down here. I come down and do my videos for my other channel sometimes down here. It's just a nice place to be. And I like I said, I just didn't even have that vision before. I was just like, well, this is just as good as it gets. And it's just for storage. But no, you guys, now we have a whole new living space and it is delightful. And stay tuned for next week, because next week you're going to see how much easier it was and how low stress it was to prepare for my daughter's birthday party the morning of the party. When it wasn't a panic, when it wasn't crazy town. It was incredible. So stay tuned for that next week. And I love you. And I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.